Well, let's go. Well, let's go. Let's go. I think I might got the weeks mixed up. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju. Uh 1 2 Talks Hoops. It's now time for AP 25. Let's see what we got going on in this here poll today. Who I got with me? I got three lurking. Say hello. Welcome to my cave. Come on in. Come on in. Don't be shy. Come on in to my channel. Don't be afraid to say hello. You just tap if you're on your telephones, tap on that screen for me so I can get run them likes up real quick. I know you guys are all curious as I am about where we are. RC, now what's that you said? What I say? What I say? RC coming in here messing with me already this morning, this beautiful Monday morning. Good morning, Nippy. Nippy, I was in the Discord watching a couple of games. Um, all I could find is highlights on that Florida game, which was kind of cool. Hey, Nippy, what week is it in the AP? It doesn't say. It says poll alert. Vanderbilt ranked for the first time in the AP 25. You said Betts ain't her. She wasn't. She wasn't. But Live Mike kind of helped me out and kind of told me what I want. I want at 6'7" for her to be. I want her to be in the discussion of Player of the Year. I want her with her number one ranked team to be in the discussion, and I want her to dominate offensively. You know what I'm saying? She does a whole lot for that team. She got a lot of offense, but you want to, you should have with a team like that that's number one, you should go on and have yourself in a discussion for Player of the Year, and you should dominate because you should never have somebody as big as Betts that nobody's scared of and nobody's intimidated by. That's all I meant. I like Betts. I don't have a problem with Betts. I remember Betts when she was at Stanford. 30 points, 14 for 58. That was excellent. That was excellent. I hope she brings it like that to the Trojans. Play somebody in the top, besides the Gamecocks, in the top 5. That's all I'm saying. Do that against somebody in the top 5. That's all. So Vanderbilt's ranked for the first time in 11 years. Congratulations to Vandy. It's one of those young teams that I enjoy that will be around to me, that could be around for the next few years with Blake's and Camille Pierre. Believe it or not, I think that they'll, they're ready and poised to make an impact. So UCLA, South Carolina, Notre Dame, still top women's poll. Texas back in the top 5. Whoa, Iowa State and Duke back in the top 10. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up. I kind of just gave you a quick little synopsis, but let's go down the list and see what's happening. But good morning. Come on in. Texas went up and LSU comes down. So good. You taking a look already. So take a look. Number 1, UCLA, 20-0. Undefeated. South Carolina, 19-1, still at number 2. Number 3, Notre Dame, still hanging in there with their 17-2 selves. Number 4, SC. Oh, okay. Well, I kind of thought that. Okay, here's something interesting. Texas right back at number 5. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of surprised me. Nippy, what you think? Texas went up. LSU comes down just like I thought would happen. You thought that would happen? Okay, Nippy thought that would happen. Nippy, um I thought there was gonna be some UConn bias low key. I ain't gonna lie. I had UConn being right behind us for some reason. But Texas, no, I agree. Texas has been playing a lot of top teams, and they're going to continue to play some top teams. Okay, RC, you ain't got to like go ahead of my show, bro. Like I got you, bro. Um, UConn 6, LSU 7. Y'all agree with that? Ohio State 8, TCU 9. Looks like Texas went up 2 spots. LSU dropped 2 for that loss. I thought they would drop maybe 1 since it was a number 2 team. Ohio State jumped up 4 spots. TCU stayed the same. Duke went up 4 spots for whatever reason. Maybe since you're kind of up on top of things, why did Duke go up 4 spots? Tell me that. Number 11, Kansas State, even without Ayoka Lee being out for the season, still hanging in there, but they dropped their number 11. They dropped 1. Kentucky dropped 1. They're 17-2. Oklahoma went up 2. Maryland dropped 6. And I think that's fair because when you look at the fact that they lost 2 key players, don't know when Sellers is going to come back. So you don't want to, you don't want to, get your hopes up too high and give Maryland more credit than they should have. So that's fair. North Carolina dropped 2, rightfully so. They got upset. Michigan State up 5. Michigan State looking pretty good, and that's a team that my Lady Trojans have not played yet. So with that being said, and them not playing yet, that's fair for them to go up 5, so that like it's saying that they're playing some good basketball. Don't sleep on them in the Big Ten. Keep an eye out on them in the Big Ten. North Carolina State went up 3. This is a team that to me is like people believe in. They snuck in the final. They snuck in the Final Four last year. Ended up in the Final Four, which was crazy. I don't know. To me, I mean, I like them, but I just don't know what to think in terms of them and their play and their action. Okay, so let's see how long they stay there. Tennessee, down one, and then they're gonna play South Carolina today. So that's gonna be a pretty good game for a while, and it's probably until the Gamecocks pull away. Cal Bears, yay, number 19. They went up 3 spots. I'm just a fan of Cal Bears. I'm from the Bay Area, so I'm always gonna root for Cali teams, and I'm gonna root for my hometown. Georgia Tech dropped 2, 17-4. They're still in the 20th spot, 24th spot. Yeah, West Virginia, you kind of slipped. You slipped big time. 5, 5 for sure. You dropped right on down. You came all the way down a lot. Alabama, you too. You got upset. You came all the way down. You dropped 3. Vanderbilt at 23. Proud of them. They Oklahoma, proud of them. Florida State, there you are in the top 25. So the only other people that kind of like made a fall from grace is Alabama, and they dropped 3. So let's say you all in this chat. What are y'all saying in here? South Carolina, crack Texas, LSU, Oklahoma, TCU, Michigan, Duke heads. Can they crack Tennessee's head tonight? Yes, they will. I do think so. What do you think? RC, one day we're going to lose this season. Bruins, I got to prepare for that day. Yeah, you can prepare for that day on February 13th. I'll tell you today. Everyone has an off day. Absolutely. I don't see how UConn is still so high in the net rankings. Like their schedule is not strong. So I don't get it. Well, you said net rankings, Nippy. So remember, when they played Notre Dame, when they played us, that was a ranked team. And one of the things he does very well is he sets himself up to play a lot of ranked teams in the non-conference because he knows he doesn't have a damn thing in the Big East. So basically, they're high in the net rankings, or they are where they are in the net rankings because of how, he did the math, and he knew what he had to do and who he had to play to remain in the not rankings. And if he had beat Notre Dame and he had beat um USC Trojans, then it would have worked in his favor, and not only in the AP poll, but it would have worked in his favor in the net rankings for his quad wins and his position in bracket. RCL Yoka has got to be out of eligibility at this point. Yeah, I think she is. And how she's, that, overseas may have to be her thing. But hey, I don't, what do I know? What's Florida State's record on the season? 16-4. They got 4 losses, 16-4. I don't know what they are in the ACC. I'd like to see Tanai Lasson go up against Notre Dame, and and any others. And I want to see her play out, some more ranked teams like in the ACC, like Georgia Tech, Cal, North Carolina State. They just played North Carolina. Duke. I don't know if they played them already. And then Notre Dame. Those are all the ACC teams that Florida State can play, and that Tanai Lasson can, if she want to be in the conversation more in Player of the Year, then pull an upset. Do something against a top ranked team like such as Notre Dame. Do something major like you did yesterday with that last. Stay close enough to Notre Dame that you can pull it off. So RC said apparently JUJU, UConn, Michigan State, and South Carolina are in the running for this recruit name, AGOT Maker. Yeah, I'm familiar with. I saw that. I'm familiar with that. So don't they have to decide, these recruit need to declare Nippy? Do they have to declare by? Am I wrong about something about you got to declare by February 5th? So we'll see who gets the AGOT Maker. Aisha, good morning. Good morning. Excuse me. Against who? Bess has yet to play against a dominant athletic big close to her size. I think she's a good player, but she's beating up on small bigs who aren't that good. You hear that, RC? She's telling you. She wants to see. Aisha said, I want to see Betts and Rhea. I want to see Betts and Rhea, Betts and Clarice, because Rhea ain't afraid of her, and Clarice damn sure ain't afraid of her. And Clarice ain't got nothing to lose because she comes off the bench. So you know what I'm saying? So she's willing to take some fouls for us. Bang up on her a little bit. And I'm sure that Kiki has known her for years, being that Kiki was at Stanford when she came as a baby. And then, we come from the Pac-12. So Betts and Rhea are very familiar with Lauren Betts. And we're very familiar with Tamia Gardner. We're very familiar with the whole UCLA squad. Jaquez, Dukalek, Kiki Rice. We might not be familiar with the freshman Alina Amarsal. We might not be familiar with Janiah Barker. I don't know if Stanford ever played Janiah Barker, so I can't really say. We're familiar with London Jones. Who else you want to name? Since you like UCLA so much, we know them, and so does Kiki. Tamia Gardner, I already said that. We both played her. Well, Agai said she'll make her decision within the next 2 weeks. There you go. Look, you and Aisha, but Bess is better than any other bigs out there. She better than Beers, Sedona Prince, Morosky, whatever other big out there. Okay, answer that, Aisha. Aisha just said that's all she's been beating up on, and she hasn't played my bigs yet this year. So but I will say that UCLA to me looked really good yesterday. They were crisp. They were working the ball around. Everybody was getting touches. They looked back in rhythm. They really haven't yet played anybody that is going to be of the defensive caliber of USC Trojans, as far as I've heard. Nippy, correct me if I'm wrong or if you know differently, but we're like number two in the nation in defense. I thought at one point we were number one, and I don't know who the number one team is. That they didn't say it when I heard evaluators say that she was that we're number two. So I don't know who the hell is number one. Do how many years do we have? 6, 7 bigs. Cardosa bets been 12 years since a big was in college. Um, I mean, there could be some that was sitting around on the bench, but I guess most notable. Those two definitely are the ones that come to mind. You know what I mean? I don't want to start digging back to like BG or something like that, or your Euro. What's the name? Your Huru, the Chinese girl. Um, and how tall is you said Sedona, right? Yeah, you said Sedona. You said Markowski. I think everybody that else is like 6'6" is very close to, 6'7". You get the right, you get the right, you get the right Nike and insoles, you can make yourself 6'7". Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it just looked worse than what it was when I saw, some of the upsets this weekend. It looked like it was going to look real crazy, in terms of what the AP poll was going to look like. But it looks correct. Um, it's almost looking like the way it started off, except for USC was in that third spot. Notre Dame's been hanging on to that third spot, but I don't think they. I think what can propel USC back to the way it looked in the beginning is once we start playing Ohio State. I believe on the 5th. Right? Let me see. No, what did I say? No, on the 8th of February, and then we go in to play UCLA on the 13th. I think those games right there is going to shake some stuff up for us, either going up or going down. Did you and Seth discuss the blockbuster trade and thoughts of Lloyd and Plum? No, I didn't discuss that with her today. She probably will on her show. She'll probably discuss that um, on her show with the WNBA. I like it. I'm glad that Plum will come to the Sparks. I hope everybody's getting everything they want. you know, with I don't like the fact that the way that Jewel had played, that she gets rewarded with going to the Aces. But who are the Aces? I mean, they weren't in the finals this year. So they weren't in the top, they weren't in the top two teams. So they probably needed her. So I'll be curious to see what I think I think the question should be, who came out the best out of this matter was between Seattle Aces and Sparks. Who came out the best with this whole situation, with this whole trade? Because frankly, Seattle got the number 2 trade, so they can do whatever they want. They can pull Olivia Miles if they want to. Um, and how does that affect Skylar? Does Olivia need to come off the bench and learn from Skylar? But you got a Notre Dame connection right there, so that should be really interesting. You'd love to see. I would have loved to see Betts and Camilla. We'll eventually probably will in the pros. We're definitely gonna see that in the pros, Aisha. But yeah, I don't think we did. We didn't get to see that, did we? We sure didn't. Me too, Aisha. Ju, who you telling them Sparks and Aces game gonna make for a hot ticket to get next season? Yeah, but the Sparks beat the Aces every time. Hamby was killing them. Hamby somehow, I don't know, she got the Aces number. Remember? And then we got to see, like, how does Cam come back into that situation, and how will that look? And then Rakia is going to get more time than what Kurt was giving her. Plus, she's going to be, more pro ready. And then We got a shooter now, in Kelsey Plum, Ray Burrell. She likes to bang. What we got? Ken Nurse. We got I'm sorry, Ari McDonald. I think Zaya Cook. I don't know who they're gonna keep over there. Actually, I can't think of any more forwards over there at the Sparks. I really don't want. Why? Why you don't want Olivia with playing with her Notre Dame connection? Nippy Sparks. Yeah, Spark beat the Aces twice. That's what I just said, Aisha. I'm not scared of them. If everybody got what they wanted, everyone's a winner. Okay, there you go. If everybody want, if everybody got what they want, but I'm just saying, how is that going to translate? How would that translate? Because if you got what you want, then you saw something um, with the trade. You saw something that was going to impact your team and enhance your team in some way or another. I think. Um, so how is that going to translate? I think is the question. Yeah, I don't know who to cheer for. I'm an Aces, but I love Hamby. I was so divided. I think the key thing to for players is like what makes you happy. And I don't know if anybody remembers, but um Hamby and KP were very close. KP was really close to her daughter. They were close friends. So I know that it had to affect her. Obviously, she's a professional. To have lost Hamby, but to be reunited, and then also for I think it's a good deal for KP being from La Jolla, California, near San Diego, and playing for Country Day. That she's back home. She's back home. She's back home in Southern California. So that's a good thing for KP. Can make her even happier, right? Wow, Aaliyah Chavez still hasn't made. I know, right? Um, Aaliyah Chavez still hasn't made her decision. I think she's gonna stay home in Texas. I'm predicting she's gonna choose either Texas or SC. You talking about You talking about You talking about the Gamecocks, Nippy? Yeah, I think she's gonna choose like Texas. I see Seattle taking Kiki at 2. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I think I like that too, political ill. I was thinking that too. People don't want to understand the value of what Kiki brings and how that's going to translate. But me and Nippy were talking a lot about Kiki. I think it was me and Nippy yesterday. I think Kiki should surprise everybody. Stay another year with Juju, and continue to develop, get more money, and help us to win a championship. The series was split. I'm an Aces fan. I thought we beat them twice, Aisha. Every time I seen them come around, it was like I thought the Sparks beat them at home when Chelsea was away, and then they came to LA, and I thought we beat the Aces again. Okay. Nippy Elizabeth, I want her to come to UCLA. I'm biased. She didn't even think. Well, I'm not gonna say she wasn't thinking of it. I'm not gonna say, I think she did do a visit there, Chavez. Most likely going to Texas. I kind of feel Texas too. Chavez may decide to stay home. Yeah. 2-2? 2-2, Aisha said. Okay. They played 4 times. Okay, maybe that's why I remember at least 2 wins. So I don't want to say that the Sparks sweep them. I kind of saw that. I kind of think so too. Yeah, Kiki should stay another year. They're gonna get close to the championship. Yep. Lose, and she's gonna be hungry. Yeah, we're gonna get close to the championship. Absolutely this year. We may lose, and then she's gonna be hungry. But that win after tasting it, getting that close, it's gonna taste so good. And if that's the case, and she really, really wants to have that like on her resume and to help her stock in 2026, it could be a really bright move for me, if I were her. And we got good collectives at USC, and we got Jazzy Davidson coming in. Um, Juju's going to get even better. Kennedy's going to get even better. The freshmen that she's been playing with are going to have a year under their belt. No telling who she's going to go get as another big. Um, and what she has coming in, and then Laura Williams. I haven't even got to see her because she was out for the season. Big athletic, uh, big athletic player. She's Avery House. Everybody gonna get better. She got 5-star recruits. I mean, USC. You'd be crazy not to count them out. They were already ranked 3 this year, coming in with all these babies. And Viv is not ready to take that spot, right? Yeah, I agree with you, Nip. But we're trying to work her. We're trying to work her in. Now, if she stays with Juju, that would be good also. I think it depends on how far they go this year. Yeah, that's what Nippy and I said. We feel like we're gonna go really far, a lot further than people are counting on us to go. Um, and that has a lot to do with you know, your how your brackets fall, and then we don't make that mistake or that slip up of not getting out of the Elite Eight. If we get into the Final Four, the taste of that, the feel of that, and how close you are to tasting some real success and the confidence that you'll get from being in that Final Four is going to be amazing for the girls, because the girls, that we have, the freshmen, they've all won state championships, they've won gold medals. Um, you know, our freshmen in under 17 and an 18, whatever it's called, USA type hoops. Their Gatorade national champ. They've been the best scorers on their team. They're not afraid to play hella defense. Um, their effort is there. They got the superstar Juju Watkins. They got a great coaching style. Like they have the ingredients. It's just up to them how far they want to go. Stop missing bunnies. Everybody in the country is missing bunnies, but let's perfect those bunnies inside. Let's make those make more shots. Um, Continue to play strong defense. I don't know. I mean, it's not. It's just it's some things that they just need to clean up. Could play, turnovers. Yeah, keep their turnovers down. Keep their turnovers down. Continue to keep, like, Ju's been doing much better on the turnovers. Some games I've seen her have 0 turnovers, even in the chaotic playing inferior teams who are trying to double and triple her and force her into making bad decisions. Um, or even in they're doing better with coming to the ball, like I'm always yelling, and just take care of the ball. Just take care of the ball. Get back on defense. Stop the ball. I'm always screaming that too with them. Stop the ball. Guards, where are you? Stop the ball. On an opposing team's transition. Fingers still crossed that the staff is smart and has the vision to recruit Dominique Malunga as well. You know what, Nippy, you and me both are feeling that. I want to work with that Dominique. I don't want Dominique to go to the pros at 19 years old, uh, and sit there and expect somebody to really develop her. You know what I mean? Let her come to the States and really get that time and that development at a college level first. You know what I'm saying? And still be around other college players that have a lot of, that have a schedule and a routine, and that emotional and that socialization factor is important. You get in the pros, you're not really emotionally connected and socializing with your pretty much adult peers. Nippy said the WNBA will stunt our growth, and that would be sad. That would be sad if that's true. That would be sad. That wouldn't be good for Dominique Malunga, because she has such an upside. I mean, she's gonna grow even more into her abilities, just in athleticism that she just possesses. And she's been playing, probably international ball, but international is not as good as American ball. So, in my opinion, so they ain't beat us yet. So, um, even though France was hooping, she's not ready. She's not ready for that environment. Yeah, that's what I mean. That environment. Was watching her games in college is the best route for the long term growth. I'm 100 with you, Nip. I totally 100% agree. I don't know if anybody's thinking about, Coach G, she keeps her what she's doing, and I respect that. She keeps what she's doing and who she's looking like on the low. I like, and the only reason why I kind of knew, um, I could read between the lines with Jazzy was because of some of the players, and other than USC. I mean, USC will post who they're looking at, but it was athletics or women's basketball Instagram or things like that. But it was more outside. Juju liking her cousin posting, you know, them being around her, getting together. Somebody told me last night that think even Special K want to stay home in California, and that she'll come to USC. I hadn't even really thought about her really coming to SC yet, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. Now I'm worried if she can keep up with the USC speed. Depends on. I mean, look at Rhea. She doesn't have to go all the way down and deep into the paint on a break. She stops like at the top of the key. She can go nail to nail post, dunker spots. I mean, yeah. But because then why? Because somebody was like Valks that she would go to the Valks, but I'm like, if you worried about that, and the Valks want to play up tempo ball, fast paced style ball, then why would she go there if you think that she's that slow? And France runs. Does she play for France? France runs. They're up. They're an up and down team. We just got to make her like Kareem. Be the last one down. Well, Magic and them was like hooping, right? We just had the cap to stay back and kind of came down, um, which is cool. Like if they didn't get the break, well, most time they did. They did. She's coming down, being a trailer. That can be cool. So look, y'all. I just wanted to come up, holla at you for a little bit. It's a long way we got to go until Thursday to play Minnesota. I think Nippy. I think come on back. I think Minnesota is going to be uh a good team for us to tune up to. Um, we get to see if Kiki Irfin is back. I don't necessarily think we need her, but I'd like to have her to get ready to go. Um, Show that she's 100%. After that, y'all, we're gonna be going into Carver Hawkeye Arena for the retirement ceremony of Caitlin Clark. They hold about 18,000. It's gonna be 18,000 and plus. It's on national TV. It's a they even mentioned it's a game where with the past meets the present. Clark meets the present, and their fans meet Juju Watkins. Um, yes, the face of the league is being designed to be Juju Watkins. Why not? And we're gonna see this big hoopla and this big show, and Juju's gonna be. I don't necessarily think it'll be a hostile crowd per se, but I think it's going to be an exciting crowd for her to play under in the conditions, which is perfect because I think it's a preparation for what I want us to get prepared for in terms of playing in the Final Four. I'm speaking life. I'm trying to manifest that with my tongue. So you're gonna go there for a game. You're going there for a game, not a retirement. I'm referring to the crowd. I'm referring to the environment that they're going to be going into because of the retirement ceremony. I'm not going to ignore that Division One's leading scorer of all time is Caitlin Clark. I'm not going to shit on what she's achieved. She's did what she's done according to statistics. She's gotten to the Final Four twice, lost, but she's gotten there. And They're proud of her, as they should be, and they, you know, I think it's kind of early to retire, but who am I? I mean, that's what they want to do. That's on them, and that's what they're gonna go. That's what they're gonna do, and all of it helps grow the game. You strike the iron while it's hot, and she's hot, and she's helping to grow the game. Rising tides raise all boats. You said it. We will be going there for her retirement. I'm saying that we're going there for the game. It's semantics. Tomatoes, right? We're going there, and they're going to play during her retirement um, ceremony. But some of my viewers, Mondo, are here because they like RC. I have fans. I have people in my chat that are going to watch for that reason, because they definitely ain't going to go to see them beat USC, but they're here in my chat because they are Iowa fans, and I respect that. So I have no hate. I don't even have a rival other than UCLA. Everybody else, I don't really like have any. Um, I don't really think about in terms of like who is USC's rival. It's a crosstown thing. It's a LA thing. It's a battle of the uh, of LA. But even still, I still like. I still have friends that played for UCLA. Very close friends to me that played for there. Used to go to their game. I love their campus. I still love UCLA. I've actually been there on their campus at their study hall my freshman year. The whole thing, like ran track on their track. Like, come on. Like I love for both of them, but I'm just more of a Trojan fan. So, or competed on that track, I should say. Um, it's a great program. Um, Corey Close gave my close friend tickets because they know each other. So shout out to her. I was able to go to a game with her as she came out of state. I didn't go in there to meet her because at the time I wasn't really interested, like in basketball again, like to that level to meet Coach Close. But she seems, according to my friend, to be really cool people. So it's gonna be exciting. And what I love, everybody else like in the Big Ten, we play like once, and then we freaking don't see them again. Now I gotta, but see with UCLA, I gotta play them twice in regular season, and then more than likely, unless something major happens that we don't go, play in the SEC tournament, I gotta play them again. Is little Juju wearing? Is little Juju wearing 12 to honor Big Ju? What do you mean, Mondo? Am I wearing 12? Me? I'm little Juju. I'm big Juju. She little Juju. Am I wearing 12? My jersey to honor Big Ju? Or vice versa? I'm not sure what you mean, Mondo. Oh, I'm Big Ju. See, you got it, Mondo. Am I wearing number 12 to honor Juju? If I have her jersey on, I am. But I wore number 12. If you ain't been looking on my page, huh? On my page, you see I wore 12 at CSUN. I don't even know who Juju wasn't even born. My nickname been even when I was honored in the Hall of Fame in 2018. You're gonna see Juju on my plaque. There was nobody talking about Juju. Juju was probably 12 years old. That's my name. That's my number. That's my position. That's what I have in common with her. Top early to retire, too early to retire number, but since age is doing it, the strategy is to mirror everything the best player does as she attempts to replace her. Right? Yeah, I am big Juju. Mano. I hear you, political Lil. I hear that. I hear that theory. I saw it. I noticed it. She wears 12 also. She honoring you. Hoo, hoo, hoo. It's funny because some of the players that played in the 90s, they they see me at the game, they're like, they just call, they know when they say Juju, you know what I'm saying? Like they know. I said, what you calling Juju in there for? And they said, we know you, Juju. We know who the first Juju was. So, So we'd be laughing about it. Yeah, that was my number, shooting guard. Um, Crazy because in high school I wore different numbers. I like wore 23 before it was popular. I had that one year. I had 14 the first year. Whatever was available in high school, and they asked us to choose a number my sophomore year, so I chose 23. And I think my final year, to honor my best friend who wore 21, I wore 21. And I can't remember the numbers in college, but I do uh, remember trying to get number 20 for Phil Smith of the Warriors. I wanted to wear 20, and I could never get it. And then when I did have an opportunity to wear it, an incoming recruit wanted to wear it, um, and whatever made her happy, I was like, "You can have it." And that's when I took 12, and it actually fit me. I kind of liked 12 on me. It was kind of cool. I don't call growing the game, growing the game, celebrating championships lost with a championship winner is promoting a fraudulent narrative. That's how I see it. I don't know. I don't. You know what? It's all speculation for me. Like the intent on the reason for them doing it. I don't know if this is something they just were already planning, um, but didn't say it or didn't announce it first, or they are doing what you said. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, in their minds, they could be thinking like, yeah, we're honoring at the same time. It's going to be good for basketball that day. Um, I don't know. But I know what they said. In Juju's in USC's game happened to be on that day. I did hear the explanation that Big Ten has now uh, become Juju's like number one and a leader in all major categories. Probably be Big Ten leader, or what do you call it, player of the year in the Big Ten. And any game, I mean, other than UCLA, and then the numbers coinciding, like 220, what is it, two, what was the 22 situation? I forgot what we were saying, 222 or something like that, 22, yeah, 22, yeah, that whole thing. So I don't know, political could be to it. I don't, in spite of, or like you said, preparing her. I mean, I think the noise ain't gonna be so much them comparing her to Angel as much anymore next year, as much as it is to push for her to become MVP. And we better look out, because if she comes back bigger, stronger, a better team, and continues to evolve in her 3-point shooting and her assist, and she already got some votes for MVP. And let's say she takes her team in the top four, the league better look out. You might don't shoot me for saying that, but the league guard better step up. I think she's gonna be in the background by 2027, 2028, and so forth in that class come, in my opinion. So she better soak it all up now. Because you're born with athleticism. And there's all the way. I mean, Sue made a parlayed a career that no one saw coming. Even Gino, she's not a above the rim player to me. She's a ground player, but her smarts, her IQ, um, her pace, her patience, her leadership, carved out a very nice career for her with the Seattle Storm, where she's won championships. She was competitive. She was a great floor general. She got stronger. I remember her talking about changing her diet. And I seen the transformation in her body when she did. Um, she got stronger, and she really, did an amazing thing. You know what? Political, there ain't gonna, with Donald Trump in office, there ain't gonna be no Black History Month. Remember, he gonna take that away. It ain't gonna be Black History Month. It ain't gonna be black. It's gonna be Black History to us, but we might not even have a Black History Month officially anymore. No, but no other month has a 22 in it. Yeah, because two is the coincidence that it is Black History Month, celebrating Black excellence, right? Honoring all of the wonderful history by our American Black Americans. So um and I think that, I mean, if she wanted to come back and do it again, I mean, she could have. I mean, there's always going to be another February 2nd. Now, I don't, right? Like, depending on what day it falls on, she could have picked a whole nother year to do it. And it does seem strange to me that she did it as soon as she's done it. That's other than I can say is like strike while the iron's hot. I don't know, not really, because Kelsey Plum just had hers after all these years and all these championships. I mean, look at how long. I mean, Kelsey's marinated, and it was a Kelsey play. It was a good time. She's got forever 10 etched on the court. Um, she comes back a WNBA two-time champ. I mean, it is all strange for Iowa to do it, but I have no idea other than to try to take the shine away, or to foreshadow what type of attention she's gonna draw next year. Similar. Oh, okay. Let me hear what you got to say politically. Okay, symbolism and white dominance. Let's not act like these narratives are not deliberate. Okay, got you. I see you. White supremacy, supreme, white supreme. Okay, okay. I'm not doubting you. I'm not doubting you on that. I'm not doubting you on that. I'm not doubting you on that. I don't know what everybody else feels. If they can see the underlying subliminal messages that that's sending our brains. But you have African Americans that love and celebrate her, that probably aren't even thinking like that. And like a lot of things, not everybody thinks along those lines. But as covert as they are and underlying as they are, um, it is there. Just like it's yeah, it is there. It can be looked at that way. But they both were number 22. So, you know, and when you stack all the 22s up, Cheryl Swoops is to me the best 22. I think that no matter right now, I think that no matter the reasonings behind it, Juju will benefit. That's all. I mean, that's what my channel's about. I'm looking at it like Juju's going to benefit from this event if she performs well and goes above and beyond her usual performance. I know somebody told me last night they wanted to get 60 on their ass. Right? That's how I'm looking at it from the perspective of what my channel's about, and that's my team and what I want to see. I'm like, why would you put that on that day when some some YouTube content creators are hoping that it would motivate them to pull an upset, or motivate them to play at a high emotional level, or even be a distraction. But millions of people are going to tune in. Millions. It's going to be believe it or not, we can't see it, but it's going to be streamed through everywhere that, outside of the United States. She has a global impact, but all of that's going to benefit this black woman, this young black phenom, Juju Watkins, and more people are gonna see her, and they're gonna see Black excellence on Black History Month. I didn't know that many schools retiring numbers 8 months after the player leaves obsolete, trying to take the shine away from the global face of women's basketball. Um, no, I don't know of anybody that's done that, but I'm not gonna say that Asia isn't the global face. She has played on a global level. She's an Olympian. She's currently the MOP, what I think of the Olympics or MVP. She won a gold medal just recently, but Caitlin Clark is more people more globally know her. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what the numbers said. I said that it's going to be lit. It is going to be lit. Why isn't Asia's retirement on national TV? I have no idea. Political ill. I don't know. I mean, you got to ask uh, the national. I mean, Big Ten is played on national TV. We got a lot of national NBC coverage. We got Peacock. But you're talking about Caitlin Clark, and I all love Clark, but I hope Juju drops 50 on. You see, like Mike, you like Clark. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I respect her game, and it's going to be a national retire. It's going to be on national TV because Clark is a bigger phenom in the college at the for the college. Asia wasn't as big as Clark was. Am I wrong about that, guys? Asia wasn't like a she didn't she wasn't like breaking barriers like Clark did. We all know that. And I always say there's a first time for everything. People are telling me, player of the year has never won a national championship. There's a first time for everything. And some people are, you know, are people who break those kind of barriers. Well, I like Kanastokey and Aaliyah Gooten now in Iowa, but they gotta take a L. They got to, like Mike. They got to. I can't see any other way that, you name I name Hanasoki. I also see Lucy Olsen in that, And I don't see no real let me see, I don't see no real benefits to needing a white Jesus approval ever. Anything Clark does is going to be overshadowed what Juju does. And if Juju doesn't have a monster performance, the media will take her apart. They won't take her apart. I doubt it. They like Juju. Juju doesn't have she doesn't, I mean, they'll take her apart. When you say take her apart, they take her apart in terms of like they take her apart, not her personally, but they take the narrative apart when you try to when they appear when it appears that um that she is being used as a weapon against the scoring record, and that you're pushing it so early for a sophomore and a 19-year-old, not realizing that it's a steady process and progression towards the record, um and that she's taking it a bit by bit. So when I think the negativity comes towards when they feel like we're trying to push Juju to destroy this record or to beat this record or be compared too soon. Political uh, doesn't need to be. It's the usual retirement college plan that has been in place for years. But what's disappointing was Maya's retirement. It was. What happened? I don't remember no retirement at UConn for her. Political being political as usual. A lot of at white Jesus approval. Hey Julie, what did I miss? Just join. Oh, I just went over the top 25 and who came down, who went up. Jacob, I hope Kate Harping doesn't pick Iowa. Who's that, Mono? Juju's a bit of a media darling. She is. She's like the princess, even though they still don't cover her like I want to. So I doubt they'll tear her apart. YouTube analysts, incels will though. Yeah, when you start pushing her, like, um, and you start talking about that damn record. Political is a militant, but I'm not mad at it. So breaking records is more important than championships and then accomplishments. Asia, that's exactly how the power structure wants her to think. You talking about the one championship that Asia got compared to Caitlin getting to the championship twice? I don't think it's more important. I don't think records at all are more important than championships. I think they're both being honored. Kate is a top recruit. Kate is the class of 26, number 2. Juju was impressed by Kate during the overtime selection. Why don't I remember that? Nippy Kim, we're going to have to go on a Discord and watch that. She's a baller? Kate, what? Carpe. Oh, hey, Nippy, you know how to put it in the Discord so that I can click it at any time on my own. USC offered her too. Everybody did, really. But it's not until she's not ready to come out. Oh, for the class of 20. What is that? The class of 25. She's not. You talking about something that CC would play her well, professionally well. The game that girl self got PR game on lock. I can't even read that. Or shoot every active political out every day of the week, 24 hours a day. NBA player Matt. Oh, Matt Harping's kid. Oh, she got an NBA daddy. Another one. I agree. I went 4 for 4 in the 8th grade kickball PE championship, but we lost. So there's that. Yeah. It sucks. It sucks if you score big, or I'm athlete of the year. I'm scoring champion, and well, I won my league championship, but like I don't know when you get those awards, you want to win the big one. So y'all want to see Addison Dill lighting up Iowa by her lonesome? Ouch. Now y'all just letting politics control your every thought process and very lives. People don't even know that the president is a figurehead. Rand Corporation makes American policy. I gave up. The problem is Stephen A. Smith said Juju deserves more attention, and it's going by real fast. Yeah, and he said that, but a lot of people have, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And she is getting the attention. Damn, she's State Farm commercial, for Christ's sake. The only college player to do that was Caitlin. I think Anescu didn't get it till she was in the pros. Only thing that matters is spreading love to our brothers and sisters. I want to see Deal in California. Okay, I got to check this person out. I want Addison B. Jordan 26 to come to Iowa too. We're recruiting better, but we need excellent level recruiting there. You sure do. Mondo, you're going to eat them words for real though. Look, Iowa does this every so often in decades, y'all. Iowa was good in the 90s, late 90s, stuff like that. And I remember with Vivian Stringer. I remember prior to that with Jackie Stiles. You get a decade, you get a generational talent every so often. And it has to be homegrown, like the way Caitlin was. It has to be homegrown. Thank you, Political though. Hit the likes. Thank you. I'm here in Cali. Deal is overrated. Mondo, speak on. She spoke up. Mondo, he spoke up. Why you say that, Mondo? I remember Dill is that Iowa prospect. I don't want no overratedness coming to CSC. Like Mike, if Dill wants to stay in Cali, I would only want her to go to UCLA. Because you love UCLA, that's why. She's good, but not like that. It's not in her. Ugh. Oh yeah, not on USC. She can be a Cal Bear or something, but we're good. We're good. Mondo, I watched countless and tireless Addison Deal footage. She's that deal. Okay, you could take her, he said. But don't be wasting her when we got talent. We got schools here in Cali, which is UCLA, USC, and Cal Bears. Like Mike, she's already committed. You know I'm hella biased. I know. I'm letting you be. You can be yourself. Highlight footage. Put that highlight footage. Join the Discord. Put your highlight footage in there for us to look at. There should be a category. I think Nippy might have a category of like college prospects or something to that degree. When you see a player that you want us to check out or look at, I've seen the people that were joining. Thank you. We need to start filling it up in there. Like you spot something or you see something, put it in a Discord, put it in a category that it fits, and people can check it out and hit the emoji whether you like or you dislike. There's no way that Iowa raised the prices because of the jersey retirement. Yes, there is. For those people who are diehard Caitlin Clark fans, but politics controls everything you do, whether you are conscious of it or not. It's called implicit bias. Keep bringing it, it will come to you. Not unconscious, implicit. Never waste your time on mainstream. Iowa didn't. Resellers did. Oh, resellers did. Iowa didn't. Thank you, Live Mike. Live Mike said Iowa didn't raise the price to resell. People who bought the tickets and are reselling them did. That's the American way, capitalism. Not saying she can't play, just saying she is not her. We're not saying Mono corrected himself. He's not saying that she ain't got game, that she can't play. She's she ain't earned that title of her. Unbiased take Jew and Mondo Live Mike. If Deal doesn't become an instant hit, Iowa is going to be set back in 2025 too. But I think she'll bring some fire to the program. I don't know. RC, think about it. Like, we get to see the McDonald All-Americans. We watch the games. We watch Overtime Select. We see the people that are 5-star recruits. We see the success of, even with Juju, we did, we sat back. We seen what this baby had done since 12, 14 years old. And then throughout high school, she still had to prove herself when she got to college. We wanted to see if the hype was all this hype, but God damn it, it was. That freshman year was a freshman year to remember. That freshman year got her jersey put in the Naismith Hall of Fame. That's some shit right there. She broke a 40-year-old record of 920 points. No freshman has ever scored 51 points against a top-ranked team in the country. That's sick. Shane better than Lucy. Oh, Lord, Shane better than Lucy. Dill is already better than Lucy Olsen. A few fans got on me for saying it, but I will say how I feel. Damn, she better than a whole senior? What is Lucy, a junior or senior? Is she a senior? At political ill, no, that's you allowing it. Have faith. All you need. Nobody's going to stop these political evil acts from manifesting. Well, that's true. Nothing's going to stop that. Lord already, we already know how the story ends. If you have faith, if you're a spiritual person. I've never heard of Deal until now. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, somebody got to check her out. Put some stuff in there for me and Nippy to check out. Yes, at Jacob. Oh, she's a senior? Okay. Nippy highlights will make her look spectacular. And that's true. Even, highlights do that until you actually get a lay. Look, I did that with Juju. Like, I saw highlights or I saw a game and I saw her hooping, on TV at the Forum. Trust me, she was like doing all that. It took me it drew me and all my old school friends of Cheryl's era, to the point where it's like, we heard of her, we saw it coming, we see a lot in LA. And it got to the point where it was like, we packed the Galen Center. Even there were prior games, that she was playing. Tickets were $3, about 2, 3, 4,000 in there, 5,000. And then when we came to play, when the UCLA came to play at the Galen Center, we saw that she had lost. Not she, but the team had lost at UCLA. But it pissed me off on TV. I was like, no. We could have won that game. She hurt her, the ankle, the cramps were acting up. She's getting that nutritional hydration thing going. She caught a cramp even in the game at Galen Center until they start they're testing her and all the team to find out what her hydration level is and to try to help her to drink more. Kept telling her she needs to drink more. And so we all packed it. 10,000. It was a line around the Galen Center. And we packed that mofo. And I laid my eyes on her. I could see all the little details, all the athleticism, all the intricacy, all the poise, the control, the character. She didn't act like a freshman. She didn't play like a freshman. You if you're smart, basketball, you're seeing things that she's been trained by some NBA players. She just cool with it. She got game. And so we got behind her. What that looked like and where that was going to go, I didn't give a damn. I found my player and we found our player. Did not think like, oh, we're going to Elite Eight. Shit, when it started to happen, it was like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Winning the Pac-12, like, the other players we obviously knew needed to step up. Tara put this boxing one, this whole little strategy around her, shut her down so she's not embarrassed, and forgot all about the other players. And you know, the story goes from there. First time in 30 years. Matter of fact, it should have went to the Final Four, and I'll still hold myself to that. Iowa looking for them, her not one. They need to look for them, not her. Exactly. Wait, Kate is ranked above Jersey and Big O for now. Political, no, I understood, and it depressed me that we have little influence to change the trajectory. We do not even have a real presidential candidate. I let that BS go, so I stayed within my faith. I just stay within my faith too. I've been talking about because look, and when I say stay within my faith, I'm gonna tell you what that means. I've been talking about Gianna Neepkins. She's sadly going under the radar. No, she's not. I know you're talking about Neepkins, yeah, and having an excellent senior campaign. I think she's pro ready. Yeah, a lot of people think she's pro ready. RC. And a lot of people are going to put Neepkins on their draft board. Nobody thought USC would make it to the Elite Eight and win the Pac-12. Nobody. Jenica Lewis maybe comes here, Jew. I don't even know who that is. The masses are asleep. Political. It is what it is. And the truth changes nothing. And having that is what it makes for. What you guys have to understand. The Bible said the last will be first, and the first will be last. Okay. So if you keep that in mind, and if you remember, the Bible foreshadows prophecy. I'm just going to leave it right here and cut this discussion and stream and move to the next day. Remember, the last will be first, the first will be last. And the last man to help Jesus carry that cross when he couldn't carry it anymore was a black man. That has not happened yet. That prophecy has not been fulfilled. So if we're being treated as the last, or getting the scraps, or being oppressed in the last days before his return, like we're going to be in first. Like, don't worry about where we are right now. Exist and abide and have faith and hope, because only Judas was running around trying to tell Jesus, with all the power that you have, why don't you take up? He wasn't interested in political things. He was not interested. He was interested in the kingdom of heaven, and the kingdom of heaven exists here on earth through us, through the power of Christ. So trying to be number one in the world's eyes, which this is not our kingdom. This is not our home. We're just strangers and pilgrims on this earth. Trying to have the power, be a power structure. That wasn't his purpose. And we are spiritual beings. We are created in his image. And like I said, the first shall be last and last shall be first. So don't trip. I'll say this and drop it. You can't put your faith into political leaders and candidate celebrities. They're humans too. Okay. If you watch OT Overtime Elite, Kate and then I thought I did. Watch you. Oh, let me see. I watch you know this, like it or not, believe it or not, accept or don't accept. There's a power structure on every society, and that has been on this planet, and a mechanism for control for society's politics. Yeah, absolutely. Started with the Europeans and the Romans and things like that. Creating race and all that good stuff. And socioeconomic, deciding like what's important and what's not, and how and what controls what. It's all that. Like, yeah. TD, welcome TD. I don't recognize your name. If it's your first time here, hit that like button for me. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I've watched Addison Deal and oh yeah, McDowell. That's another one, you guys. I was waiting for somebody to bring up that name. I've seen McDowell play. I like McDowell. She tough. 3 times this 24-25 season. Deal can ball, but not like McDowell. McDowell is so freaking athletic, right? McDowell is straight up baller. and she listed at 6'2", closer to 6'3". Right, right. I know you're talking about TD. Hit my like button. I like your take. Well, shoot, you can't name it a period of time in history that ignoring it has never changed it for the better. I think he's agreeing. Political. Seattle might take Anissa Morrow. Ooh, because they got, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. Whoever gets Anissa Morrow gonna get a good player is gonna get a deal. You know what I mean? Like if you lost Hines Allen, or you lost, like, they who do we got that I like all the time? Michaela Onwuede. I think she was out of UCLA, right? RC. Marquisha, there people like that are undersized. They Anissa's gonna be a hooper. She's not gonna sit that bench like Peely's sitting, because her motor is way different. And anytime you can get boards, that's so important. TD, what I don't like is people, Iowa fans, are about to place immense pressure on Dill if she plays anything similar to Caitlin. I don't want our fans pressing her. Yeah, yeah. You don't want that. You want freshmen to be able to come in and grow and make impact and find themselves within that system and identity, and be able to develop and not be so. And that's what I was worried about with Lucy Olson. People just got to be patient. You got to be patient when your program is rebuilding. That's what I'm doing with USC. I'm very patient with the whole idea. Like, I know my 83-84 team is special. I know my Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson team was pretty special. You know what I'm saying? I know that. And I know, this team is special. And it takes time. Coach G been there going on 4 years, and I think she's doing an amazing job. She's gotten to the tournament every time since she's gotten there, and to take it to the Elite Eight, I think that was a little surprising. But I only think that it's not with the rich, with the bodies that she has, and with Juju. I don't think it's a far fetched thing to get to the Final Four, and I didn't think it was last year. But does Juju have to have the championship? Ju, your honest opinion. Does she have to have a championship before she leaves? Hell yeah. Watkins, yeah. I think before she leaves, she gotta get a championship. To for the trajectory and that she's been on. And Nippy will tell you, since she's a little girl, being on the cover of Sports Illustrated Kids, the ability and the talent that this baby possesses, being compared to Maya Moore, and I don't like to compare her to people because she's really just one of one. She does, yes, she deserves to get a championship before she leaves. She's got that much in her. You get her. Don't be listen. If it's a close, let's say they're in a championship with whoever, and it's a close game, and she's got the ball in her hands. She will know how to make it happen, either to score or to hold the lead, to make the right decision, to make the right reads. Um, it's just kind of like written in stone for me that she's going to get one. Why would Dawn not? Why do you think Dawn recruited her? She said, I think, and Gilbert Arena said it on the show. The Don Staley said, "This is the best player on the planet. This will be the best player on the planet. This is the best." She said that. He said, with his own words. I got to get his words exactly how she said what she said, and I ain't heard Don say nothing differently. I'm patient with USC, but at the same time, we only got 2 more years with Juju. I know this is the best time to really push for the Natty. I know Nippy and Juju wants to, and probably secretly 3. I know. I've heard her say it when she was walking around in Cool. They talked to her at Cool Kicks in the store. If you listen to her, she'll mention it under her breath. She said, not under her breath, but she says it. Well, what do you want to do this year? I want to win a championship. I want to go to a championship. I want to win a championship. She said it like 3 times in different interviews. Like, she's not shy to say it. And there's nothing wrong with speaking it out loud and confessing what you want and then believing in it. It's not a secret. In order for her to be, in my opinion, more dominant to Sherman, not only would she break, Charles already said you'll probably break all the records, but to be more successful than Cheryl Miller, you got to win 3. Cheryl won 2, but Cheryl not only won 2, she went back to back to back to the NCAA championship. She went there 3 times straight. Lost the third one to Texas Longhorn, Jody Conrad now. But the thing about that is, and I got to get my friends that can tell you more that were there at that time. I'm trying to get them on the show to explain that the tournament was way shorter than it is now. It's way deeper run that you have to go through than back in my day. Way deeper. Well, I haven't found a comparison for Addison Deal yet. That's actually good. But the Crazy Wild Owl fans will be quick to over evaluate anyone with a black ponytail. Exactly, Mondo said. I still feel Juju is better than Hannah. Not by you still feel Juju is better than Hannah Hidalgo? Not by a landmark, but Juju is better pro. Yeah, it hurts to say because Hannah's that chick. But I think right. No, you're right about that. She's definitely that. But I'm looking at Hannah grow and get stronger, and just remembering her standing next to Judah McDonald on American looking like a baby, and into this woman that she's become, and this player that plays above him. Her speed is in quickness, I should say. I think they're both got the same speed, but her quickness and her size and agility is just amazing, for her. She's getting better, but then there are times when she's out of control. She's too fast, and she's too small, and she's too little, like to guard, or even Juju just look at her and can just shoot over her, drive like on a comparison like that. But Hannah does what she does, and she does what she does very well. Juju does what she does. Is Hannah surrounded by a little bit more veterans on her team. She had the better team at the time. But if I add Kennedy into the mix and play him again, no, I don't think they can beat us. Jude or anyone, why smaller players have such a hard time working out successfully? They're just not quick enough that, and then I don't know. I wouldn't say they're not successful. There's a lot of successful 5'6" players that have won championships. And I think the guards are starting to get I think players and guards are starting to get taller in the league and have a lot more handles. You're starting to see more 6'2", 6'1" players that got some handles. And even if Juju gets 2, she'll still get a statue and everything because she transformed that program and really put the entire school on her back. You damn straight, Nippy. Because Cheryl Miller she had more than what Juju had to work with. She'll get that statue because she's got more than what Cheryl had. We'll tell you in a minute, she didn't do it by herself, and she did it. She had 2 other future All-American Hall of Famers on her damn team. You got Pam and Paula McGee. Pam's a Hall of Famer. You got Cynthia Cooper. She's a Hall of Famer, and you got Cheryl Miller. That's a Hall of Famer. And then you got the supporting cast: Juliet Robinson, Yolanda Fletcher, Rhonda Wyndham. Has she not blew that knee out, but she was instrumental in the first 2 championships. So no, no. No, Cheryl had a squad around her. Point guard is the hardest position to adjust from college in the game to the pros. I could agree. The Aces player that people are forgetting all about is I'm not. I've been thinking about it in the back of my mind, Elizabeth Kitley. She's been on my mind to just I'm wondering how she's gonna do. Liz is gonna do. I'm not forgetting about Liz. And I think that's why somebody in the comments of these YouTube creators was like, with the addition of Jewel, they see the Aces starting off as a 4th place team. But I got to see how Liz does. I think Liz Kitley will be an addition to them, and it looks like Chelsea Gray's looking pretty solid too. She's rounding out into form. Hopefully Jackie will be healthy and good to go. I haven't really paid attention to Jackie. Is she even playing in the rival? I don't hear much about her. I don't hear much about Jackie Young. But, having 2 Notre Dame players, let's see what that chemistry looks like across from each other. I heard the Aces are aren't done yet. They allegedly want to talk about adding, oh shoot, Tina Charles and BG. They got money for all that. Oh, I'm not too intimidated with BG, although she should be a very dominating force in post if she stays in the post. Tina Charles has impressed me a lot last year. Unfortunate if she leaves Atlanta. Yeah. Well, look, guys, I want to wrap it up. I want to thank you guys for this whole heart conversation. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your opinions, respect them. It's food for thought and a lot of things. I hope you were educated and informed here. Um, Maybe at another time I'll go over net rankings like before the game. I'll put something up before our game for us to watch. Um, I'm fooling around a little bit when I get a chance. Maybe this week I'll go into our Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, please do. I put it inside my bio on YouTube, the link to the Discord, so that we can accept you in. Me and Nippy will do that. Man, I really want it. I know it, but we don't know Nippy if it's not going to happen. I thought about. I mean, just because KP is going, KP really is a 2. Olivia can go there, push Rakia to 3. Don't trip. Don't trip. Look. I'm gonna start covering the Spark this year too. I'm gonna go back to my roots. All right then, RC. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, Nip. Thanks, Political Lil. Thanks, Mondo. Donovan, T, all you new people that joined me today, all you 11 of you that are watching, and it says it in my screen, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If it's your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. I got 234 subscribers already after 2.5 months. I'm trying to get to monetization at least at 500. So this will motivate me to continue to, keep this thing going. It's fun. I love it. I'm passionate about sports. I'm passionate about the USC Trojans. I got 13 viewers. You've touched Everybody Loves Juju 1-2 Talk Soup. And I'm your host, Juju. And this is my chat fam right here. That's very knowledgeable of this game. Tell a friend and refer others to come join. I will cover the games here. We have a Discord channel where we can watch games together, but I cover the game. You talk, I talk back. We watch the game. You watch the game at home. I watch the game here. If you're on your phone, hit your phone until the thumbs come up. Hit the notification bell button. Also, if it's on your TV, click your TV. You'll see it light up. You see my icon with the bun. Click on it till it says channel. Go to channel, subscribe. Yes, I do have to walk people through this because people are new to this whole thing. But I got 13 watching. Please hit it can't hurt to hit the like button on the way out. It really can't. But other than that, Nippy, yeah, that's gonna be peace out. I really can't wait for Thursday. We got to find something to do, Nippy. I know I'm going to watch this Tennessee Carolina game, and I know Unrivaled is going to come on today. So you see me pop up, you pop up. If you're not doing anything, come join me. Come join me here. Start of your week. Be thankful that you woke up. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord above that you were able to wake up this morning. Some did not wake up. So talk soon. We're out. Peace. I'll be on tomorrow morning. With Set Talk Sports, check ball, we up, and I'm out. Hit that like button, everyone, when you go in. Thank you, Nippy. Appreciate you so much. All right. Talk to you soon.